I happened to be a director of research. I was it from 1989 until 1995, I believe. And I was responsible for the LHC program and also computing. Mike Sandel was the boss of Tim Berners-Lee. And he came to me and said, well, I have to show you something which is very interesting. So that was my first encounter with the World Wide Web. And Mike was very enthusiastic and he told me, well, this is going to be very important. I think Mike was enthusiastic not just because he realized that might be a success in the academic world, but he saw the possible societal aspect as well. No, I think he was aware of the importance. I think that's I'm pretty sure of that, and so he convinced me of that. Mike went around Europe to talk to a couple of software companies to find out whether that was whether they were interested, and he returned with the message that nobody was really interested. But that was in the beginning, and then we went to Brussels, to find out whether the European Union, whether the European Commission was interested in in taking it up and making it into an example of European success. And that they were interested, but that takes months, if not years. And so then Tim was hired by MIT, and he moved to MIT. Well, after these failed attempts, we discussed, and actually it was proposed to me that we should bring it into the public domain. And I think most people will agree that it was the best that we could have done, and that was the source of the success of the World Wide Web. Of course, apart from the World Wide Web itself. We had the first World Wide Web conference at CERN, and Robert Caillou was organizing that. He actually was, he was the initiator of that conference. And at the opening session, I expressed my concern, not so much the World Wide Web, but about the abundant use that everybody was making of it, and eating up all the bandwidth that we had. At that time, bandwidth was a very costly. So my concern was that everybody was zooming in on the World Wide Web, making use of it, looking at all kinds of beautiful pictures of the weather forecast. And whenever I went through the corridors, I saw all these people looking at things that were clearly not physics, but but were other things. And so I expressed my concern about that. But fortunately, very rapidly, the bandwidth became more a commodity, and that's what it is now. Well, yeah, at a certain moment you start to see what it can do, and so it didn't take many years to realize how important it could be, and how beneficial it could be to all kinds of sectors of society, not just science, but also in the commercial sector, as a tool for communicating.